In this Tidbits for the Journey, I want to take you to a really special place. I think it should have been a national park. It is Snow Canyon State Park in just outside of St. George, Utah. And in this episode, I'm going to take you through some pretty popular hikes within the park, as well as show you some outstanding photography. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that you will eventually visit there yourself someday.
In 1/4 mile, arrive at Snow Canyon State Park, on the left.
There's a bike trail to the left here, and it goes all the way into St. George, so that's kind of cool. I see a couple people riding right now. This is quite beautiful. Very beautiful. So 2 miles from that kiosk, she said, is the campground. It's 48 degrees out right now. And looks like it might be a chance of showers or rain. Let's hope not. I'd like to get a hike in today. There's a place on the right here called Jenny's Canyon. Looks like there's another hike on the left up here. There's bathrooms, and I see the bike trail up behind it. Let's see what this is. Sand Dunes West Canyon. It's a day use area. Day use area. This is Pioneer Names. I don't know what that means, if that's a hiking trail, but I'm sure I'll get a map and everything up here. This is all parking for that. Pioneer Names. I guess it's a trail. Here's the bike trail on the left. There's someone riding right there. I did bring my bike, so I could do. It's cold out though. Our elevation here is 3,274 feet and climbing. Here on the left is something called Hidden Pinyon Red Sands. So it's a trail. And here we are at the campground. I'm just making a turn around here because my campsite is back this way, and I guess on that other part of the campground they're doing some work, so he just said to turn around here. These are the electric sites, but they're so close together you can't even, you couldn't even I can't put out my slides. Ranger was really nice. He gave me some afternoon hikes that I should do today. Snow Canyon State Park is a 7,400-acre scenic park quietly tucked amid lava flows and soaring sandstone cliffs in a strikingly colorful and fragile desert environment. Majestic views and the subtle interplay of light, shadow, and color dancing across canyon walls evoke strong emotional responses from visitors. Established to protect the federally listed desert tortoise and its habitat, the park offers opportunities for outdoor enthusiasts of all ages. Activities include hiking, nature studies, wildlife viewing, photography, camping, ranger talks, and junior ranger programs. There are more than 38 miles of hiking trails, a 3-mile paved walking or biking trail, and over 15 miles of equestrian trails. do Johnson Canyon. It's just shy of 2 miles round trip, and it is at the park entrance. And I was told midday that it was best because of the way the sun is setting. So, and I don't have that much time this afternoon, so I wanted to get in a couple hikes, and this was one recommended to do during the afternoon. So we'll see where it takes us. This is the end of the Snow Canyon or Johnson Canyon trail, and so basically you're coming up into this canyon area with these huge walls. This area reminds me of Sedona mixed with Zion. Just this incredibly beautiful red rock, this red sand, and then all the textures are just remarkable. There's lava rock, there's these beautiful trees, there's all these indentations and crags and nooks and holes in these rocks. 5 stars, good job Snow Canyon. I'm not quite sure what kind of trees these are, but they're quite interesting and actually beautiful set against the red rock in the canyon here. It's an easy enough trail for kids for sure. And the bonus is that it's dog friendly. I miss my 2 little rascals. I could have brought them on this trail. And so we're coming out of the canyon. We're going to come up into some wide open area up here. I am excited to see what the rest of this park has to offer. So this is Jenny's Canyon, and comes up into kind of this slot canyon. It's pretty cool. This trail would be perfect for kids. It's only half a mile, and they can run ahead and play, and it's really quite awesome in here. And this would be the end. And then the trail branches up here. So you go to the left, you go into this canyon, and there's a sign that says Jenny's Overlook to the right. So let's go check that out. And Jenny's Trail, this will give you an idea of how easy it is. Right out there is my truck. That's the road. There's a car driving behind it. So you just basically come down in here. The canyon is right there. And I took a right, and I'm coming up the trail here. So if you can't do stairs, you wouldn't want to do this part, but it's not bad. Even if you're not in shape, it's not bad. And this is the Overlook. And climbing up from here, just right here, this is what you're gonna see. And I guess this is like old volcano area. You can see that in the distance out there, that mound. And then I think this is the crater, the cinder cone crater. The mountains are snow covered. And then if we walk this way, I mean, it was difficult. So the trail guide was correct. It's difficult to get up here. It's quite steep, but once you're up here, look at these views. And you could have a picnic up here if it was, you know, nice and warm or whatnot. But that is Snow Canyon State Park. Beautiful. Created in 1959, Snow Canyon has a long history of human use. Artifacts reveal the presence of people in Snow Canyon by 500 BC. Modern day, the canyon has been the site of Hollywood films such as Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Electric Horseman, and Jeremiah Johnson. Originally called Dixie State Park, it was later renamed for Lorenzo and Erastus Snow, prominent pioneering Utah leaders. The park's elevation is 3,100 to 4,100 feet, and it was opened as a public state park in 1962. The Petrified Dunes Trail in Snow Canyon State Park leads visitors through some rugged terrain that consists of the once flowing mountains of sand. The half-mile trail goes down through the petrified dunes, exploring the mounds and crevices of Navajo sandstone, and I was unprepared for even the fog that was settling in against the mountains. It was just quite something, and I was lucky to be able to photograph it during this time. Sand Dunes Trail, and half a mile, supposedly easy through the sand. This is the parking area for it. A nice lot of parking. Looks like there's quite a few people here today. So I'm assuming this is a trail. Let's check it out. This Sand Dunes Trail is really cool so far. It's about 41 degrees out. I'm layered, so I'm nice and warm. And there's some snow this morning. But right now it's pretty calm. Not a lot of wind. And kind of fun to be hiking when it's cold like this. I'm assuming right up here is the sand dune area. So everywhere I've gone here is pretty spectacular. This is the sand dune trail, and it looks like it goes for quite a ways. But just look at this place. On a side note, no dogs on this trail. There's a family out there. Let's walk this way and check it out a little bit. So I wanted to show you, you can hike the trail into the sand dunes on the sand. So here's the sand dunes. Or the bike trail cuts right through here. So what a beautiful walk, run, or bike ride right through this area. And again, this bike trail I think is over 5 miles long, but you can see how well maintained it is, how nice it is. And then the sand dunes over there, and the parking lot is way up there. I'll walk back on that.